Yo, what's good? What's good? It's Stormy B, man, and I am back. Welcoming you to the post-fight show with Stormy B, man, for this Saturday, November 12th, 2022. This is the post-fight show for Janibek versus Bentley for the WBO Middleweight title. It was just live on ESPN Plus, and we were just delivered a tremendous fight at the middleweight division between a fighter who has been dubbed the future, of the division as far as being the man to keep your eyes on or whatever. But he was in a tough fight tonight. And Denzel Bentley acquitted himself quite admirably. And though I don't agree with the judges' scorecards, I could see how he was able to edge it out. And I think that the 12th round was key and significant in him being able to pull out this victory. But kudos to Denzel Bentley for his efforts, man. On my pre-fight breakdown video, I talked about him getting through the first 4 to 5 rounds. If you go back and you watch my video, I definitely spoke on that. And if his chin and ring IQ could hold up to what Janibek brought to the ring. They're still having post-fight interview right now, and I'm not able to hear it because I've got my audio muted so I can speak over my mic here. And I'm going to have to go back and listen to this post-fight. But great call by our brother KQKC Boxing Network, man. And I had written after, I think the 9th round, I said, hey man, I got Bentley pulling and coming on into this fight, you know? And he began roughly toward the ends of round 4, but round 5 was the first round that I gave to Bentley. And I scored the fights, you know, so when I'm sitting here, I'm impartial. I don't have a dog in the race. So as I'm scoring these bouts, I gave the first 4 a clean sweep for Janibek, who was coming on aggressively, and Denzel was basically surviving, blocking, parrying shots. But when I saw his activity pick up from round 5, I said, I scratched my chin. I said, maybe he is opting to do, like I said in my video, get through those first 4 to 5 rounds, because this guy's been knocking everybody out in a couple of rounds. And Denzel did something in this fight that we can talk about that I wasn't expecting. Buddy McGirt, who definitely has a communication crutch working for the Kazakhstan fighter, I think some things are getting lost in translation over there. He had a guy over there with him that he was telling in English to say what to say to Janibek, but it wasn't translating in his activity in the ring. They got to get that together. Had Denzel started with the way he fought a round or 2 earlier, he could have clearly won this fight, but on my scorecard, he did. I had him 2 rounds ahead. I gave Janibek the last round. He shook Denzel Bentley a couple of times. It was a round he needed to have favor to win this fight, and he did just enough to pull that out. But Bentley performed like a man who belonged, and I have to take my hat off to the guy. He gave a great effort here. He should not hang his head. He should be invited back to have another opportunity and go at another top fighter in the division. The fighters over in the UK, you guys need to take a look at this brother here, your countryman. He performed, you know, respectively. I can't say anything bad about the guy. These judges, though, with their scorecards, once again, and that guy Cheatham is in the mix. We had one judge that had it 118 to 110. I don't know. You know, when you have scores like that, man, you are showing how ill-equipped you are, how incompetent you are. And you should never be allowed to sit near a boxing ring and judge a fight, ever. The man could have not shown up in the ring and got the same type of score. You understand? Someone was hitting Janibek with right hands and body punches. But obviously this particular judge did not see that. And just gave the fight to Janibek. Boy, they want the protected complexion to remain in this sport bar none. I don't give a damn what you think. But this is all to make someone relevant in the sport that is undeserving because he's not as good as advertised. Yes, he's heavy-handed, but he's not athletic. He cannot fucking box. And in the second half of the fight, he was outboxed. And if you mix that in with someone who can box and punch, this motherfucker goes nighty-night. Demetrius Andrade, I am ashamed of you as a fighter of color, and as a man who has pissed away opportunity after freaking opportunity after freaking opportunity after fucking opportunity. You could have beat that guy tonight. But you run away from opportunity. You run the fuck away. Why should anyone spend a fucking dime to watch Demetrius Andrade in a boxing match ever again? Mal Charlo is going through some things, from what I understand. But Mal Charlo whoops this guy's ass. They are going to milk this shit. As Mark Kriegel from ESPN spoke earlier tonight, we've been advertising this guy, pumping him up since 5 p.m. this evening. But that's the type of performance they got out of the guy, because he's got nothing but a punch. That's like having a bomb, but no way to get it to the target. Why allow people like the panel on ESPN say the things that they say, judges judge the fights the way they do, and be incomplete at the end of the day because somebody effed up? This guy has a world-class trainer in his corner in James Buddy McGirt. If James Buddy McGirt were in Denzel Bentley's corner, he wins this fight hands down tonight. Yeah. If James Buddy McGirt was in Denzel Bentley's corner tonight, Bentley wins this fight, possibly even by TKO. Because he's more than capable of delivering, because he's got talent. This guy has been propped up and built up because they love these fighters from the eastern part of the world, huh? for about the past 15 years or so, the American broadcasters have taken solace in the promotion of these guys and overlooking and diminishing domestic talent. It is something that they've done so consistently that even the newer wave of announcers, color analysts, come out here and keep and uphold the same old bullshit. I remember Costa Zoo when he came over here. Huh? Beating people up with those plodding feet that were stuck in quicksand, knocking guys out, till he ran into a veteran boxer, puncher, Vince Phillips, who opened him up like a can of beans. Huh? Because that's what it takes. A veteran boxer puncher, capable, been through the grind. Yeah. Just because you hit hard don't mean a damn thing. Just because you're a little bit strong don't mean a damn thing. It's called boxing. It ain't called hard hitting. It ain't called stronger they are. It's the sweet science, a martial art. Dare you? Which means that you can use someone's aggression against them if you have been tooled up and schooled up in the proper manner. Denzel Bentley understood that, people. He made it through those first 5 rounds. And only a bit of fatigue weighed upon him in the last round. But I still had him 7-5. I gave that man rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 7 rounds straight. I'm no expert, but I know what I'm looking at. And after he finishes washing the shit out of his drawers and his shorts and his protective cup, Janibek gonna go back and look at that fight. And realize those envelopes get exchanged for a reason. I said it. You got your ass whooped tonight, son. And the worst part about it, James Buddy McGirt knows it. This is Sergey Kovalev all over again, people. I said it. I said it. Repeat with me. This is Sergey Kovalev all over again. Now we're just waiting on Andre Ward all over again, huh? To put him in his damn place. See, there's an old adage that the elders used to say all the time. Just keep on living. And what that breaks down to is the longer you're around, the longer and more aware you are, you will see things. You will see things that you had not seen before. You will experience things that you may not have experienced before. Some things will even be familiar to you. Some will astonish you. Some will insult you. But the whole process of it all is to get you to a place and a point of life experience that you can cope on a day in and day out basis. Do you know that the rate of ending one's self, because you have to be careful when you use certain words on here, right? Trigger words. But when you're ending oneself, the rate of doing that is higher these days because people are not invested in tidbits of wisdom because they've become dismissive of those who have greater life experience and who may be able to share with them. Everybody is a damn know-it-all now. And if they don't know, they think they can Google everything. But how many times have you heard Stormybman say, read a book? Try it sometimes. The wonderful thing about reading a book, if you can read, is that a book can take you someplace mentally, psychologically. Way beyond where you happen to be. And to see through lenses that are triggered by the imagination. There's nothing imaginative about the internet. There's nothing imaginative about Google. To be able to open yourself up to the literary arts is to replenish yourself with something that was always meant to be developed, and that's the mind. This is why I could speak of the bullshit of these judges. Because if you know what you're looking at and you're honest with yourself, you can realize that Janibek is not that good. You can realize that if someone is competitive with Janibek, he may be in jeopardy. if someone fights him back, they can possibly hurt him. His phone should be ringing off the hook the next few weeks from world contenders in the middleweight division. If they dare pick up the gauntlet that I have thrown down on them, that they are unmotivated, lack ethic, unproven, apathetic, prove me wrong. There's a lot of people who don't have a damn clue about what I'm talking about. They see the fighters and their own opinion, and that's that. It stops right there. And you know what all of that it has in common? It's all on the same wavelength, but you have to, in this sport, think outside the box. I guarantee you the next time we see this guy in the ring, they're going to put him in there against a soft touch. Someone he can blow out in a couple of rounds. Because they brought a man from the UK that they thought would follow script. Even Tim Bradley dropped that line during the fight. If you guys were listening to what he had to say. I know he's hard to hear. It's hard to tune in to what he says. But he says, oh, Bentley is not following the script. Wow. What script is that, Tim? Come over here and barely perform? Huh? So that your houseboy looks great? Really? But I feel he performed just fine. Salute to the brother, Mr. Pac-Man 216, out there with that cash app, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Mr. Pac-Man 216. But see, let's speak on something else. The way Denzel Bentley went about his work. He wasn't trying to knock Janibek out. He just put hands on him. And when he did throw some hard shots, he mixed them in with shots that found himself punching in combination at times. Then you stick in a real good one. Bang! And they weren't all coming from the same place. Some of them went to the body. And that's what I was alluding to earlier in this show when I said he surprised me with something. He went to Janibek's body. Great body work. Yes, Rojai. Rojai is on. That guy's head of the class because he be in my mind sometimes with his comments. Salute to Rojai. Yes, the body work made so much of a difference. But guess who wasn't working the body? Mr. Janibek. Do you freaking know what a body punch is? Did you see those punch stats that were listed on the screen? Abominable. There is no way that Janibek was landing so many more punches than Bentley. A lot of Janibek's punches were being blocked by Bentley's gloves and arms. He didn't have a mark on his face, people. Janibek's face was red as hell. Looked like someone had rubbed some beets on his face. Huh? This is the kind of thing that really insults your intelligence when these judges score fights like this. Two of those judges were on my list. The third one made the list tonight. Horrible. Yeah, Rojai, they were giving him so much credit for feints. And they weren't actually feints. It was just his movement. Some of it early on when they kept talking about that. Because guess what? He wasn't doing shit else. The punches weren't landing. So they had to give him credit for something. Just like they invented a stat about how many times Devin Haney was clinching in a fight against Bozo Circus. Huh? Clinching. When the champion of clinches of all time, Vladimir Klitschko, they never talked about it. And he was around for 10, 12 years. Where was that stat then? When anyone who would get in the ring with him would get mauled, breathing under his armpits and the pit of his chest all the damn time. And when he's leaning his weight on them and everything and they get fatigued late in the fight, he knock them out with an overhand right because they tired and their legs are sapped of all the energy and strength and everything. Never had points taken away or nothing. And then when he had all those title defenses over there, fighters mysteriously cut all the time and was bleeding like pigs. When he fought in the U.S., wasn't nobody ever bleeding like that. Did you all ever pay attention to that? Go back and check the tapes. Chris Bird, Shannon Briggs. Guys who didn't normally cut. They bleeding about the eyes and everything. What were the Klitschko camp doing over there that were making these fighters come out all marked up and everything? But when he fought in the U.S., it wasn't. You know what? Maybe something with the gloves. But I digress. Because we're talking about people who need provision to exist on a plane where if you have talent, you can be successful. But if your talent is subpar and you definitely don't have athleticism, then you need judges. You need tainted substances and equipment. You need your opponent to have restless nights at the hotel where they stay. Some get ill off of what they dined on. Yeah. But you get to beat your chest with national pride because you're out there in the thick of the shit. But what the public doesn't realize, you're the shit that makes it thick. You, Janibek, Kovalev, Triple G, Lomachenko. Salute to Denzel Bentley, bro. He did not fight like he was scared, as Tim Bradley said early during the match. Oh, he's scared. He's scared. He's scared. He kept saying that. When you get in that ring, Tim Bradley knows this. It's just that big ass crystal ball head of his has been inundated with shit speak to come across as pleasing to his colleagues on the air. But when a man gets in that ring and he gloves up and competes, there's nothing scary about that, about him doing that. That's cojones. But since he feels that way about that, I wonder how he feels about when people do backwards flips and shit when they get dropped by another opponent, purposely to make it look like a greater effect on them than it actually was, and crying that the fans didn't like the fact that he got a decision or something. So he's going to do something to ingratiate himself. Get the hell out of here, you sucker. See, I'll say it, man, because a lot of people hold back. And no, I did not watch Montana Love tonight. I will talk about him later. I'll have to go back and watch his fight. I heard some unsavory things, but I have to tune in for myself, because the two fights I wanted to see, and I'm so glad that I did dial in, was Estrada against Villarina and this fight tonight. And I was not disappointed. If you haven't had a chance to check out my fight video on both fights, Seniesa Estrada's fight against her opponent and Janibek and Bentley, check those videos out. Because what I talked about in both, you had a great opportunity to see manifest in the ring. And I love that when that happens, because that means that I'm speaking about the sport in the proper way. I don't own pom-poms, okay? But I have a red marker, a Sharpie. I have a notepad. I take notes. I pay attention. And there's a lot to be taken in. Remember, we all week long, people talking about specific things. But I found something different to talk about all this week. And as I've said on more than an occasion, it says we have 80 people in here right now. Where the hell are you guys on my other shows? It's nice that you come in and you tune in and listen to my post-fight fare. I guess you tune in because a lot of times I say something worthwhile hearing. But that's not just tonight. It's not just on this show. I can carry my weight well. I can carry my intelligence well. I can step on your toes. Get them out the way. Hit dogs, holler. Denzel Bentley showed me something tonight about the sport of boxing and fighters, that there is still hope and opportunity. He was written off. But go back and listen to my video. Because when a person comes out and looks to make the most of an opportunity, you have to salute them. Salute them. If he had knocked Janibek out, ESPN might have pulled the plug on the broadcast. That's how horrible they are. But you see how people spend so much time talking about bullshit? And if you were in tune to what you should be in tune to, makes a difference, don't it? Think about it like this, people. I chose to watch this card. I was tuned in to some of the undercard on DAZN. Even on Sky Sports earlier, I caught Natasha Jones' victory. Salute to Natasha Jones for pulling that fight out. But something just said, hey, you know what? Sometimes you have to make a choice. And I chose to watch the two champs tonight because, one, I did the groundwork earlier in the week. And two, there's a certain amount of respect and regard you have for fighters who do what they do. And Sanisa Estrada, if you guys aren't hip to her, She's a tiny little something. Her weight right now that she fought under after 11 months out of the ring, this was her first fight on Top Rank, is minimum weight. And I guess that's 100 pounds. But the woman that she fought, Miss Gala Villarino, they put on a fight for your ass tonight. What was interesting is that Seniesa is an aggressor. From the time she was a young girl in the gym, her dad sent her to the gym and wanted the guys, the boys that she sparred with and everything, to beat her up. But as the story goes, she was good. She could fight. She beat them up. But what she was able to do tonight was get her feet back into the ring. And Jasmine, who only came in with a record of 6-1 with 2 draws, Jasmine opened the round moving, sticking, and Seniesa attacked, came after her. But what was interesting was a change happened after the 3rd round, because Seniesa was throwing some heat. She was just looking to hit the girl. She was, coming in. In round 3, Yasmin started attacking Seniesa. Yes, she went after Seniesa. And the funny thing about it was she did it the right way. It's just that Seniesa is a better fighter. That's it. And more experienced. But the woman has nothing to hang her head. She was battling. They were exchanging. There were moments of ebb and flow in their battle that I talk about this all the time. Something that we didn't see between Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgardner took place in that fight between these 2 tiny women tonight. There were exchanges on the inside. There was body shots being, Seniesa is an excellent body puncher. Guys, you could watch film of this woman on how to throw body punches. She reminds me of Ricardo Lopez, how she fights on the inside. Lopez had this elusiveness about himself that he could slip shots and counter to the body with a variety of shots. The 45, the hook, the uppercut, the uppercut up under your jab, all those kind of things. Seniesa throws the same kind of shots. I wouldn't be surprised if she hasn't studied Ricardo Lopez. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. These women battled. And my goodness, I found it hard to give Yasmin rounds. I gave her round 5 and round 7. A couple of other rounds were a little close. But basically, it was Seniesa's fight tonight. And it was closely contested. It wasn't like a blowout. They were physical. They had ebb and flow. There were exchanges in the middle of the ring. Not like laying up against the ropes and leaning on each other and everything. These women were letting their hands go. They were blocking and punching and catching and shooting. They were fighting. I keep talking about tune in and watch women's boxing today. They are putting the men to shame. They are putting men to shame because the women are taking more stock in their technique. It's hard to see a woman who doesn't throw punches correctly anymore. They all seem to like the switch has gone off and they are proficient. And it's a joy to watch. All these names writing in the chat that I haven't seen before. Where you guys been? You have to be a subscriber to write in the chat. So what's up with that? I don't do popularity contests. But if you think that I don't know who comes around, you got to think again. I'm not called the sensei for nothing because I do hold court. Yeah. Yuko. One more time, you have to make a comment like that, and I'll send your ass to oblivion, bruh. And you will have wasted 6 weeks. For 4 words. I don't give a damn who you salute around here. That kind of shit ain't welcome. You must ain't heard. In fact, fuck out of here. You think this a game? You see, I've talked about this. And I've put that mandate down for the wrenches.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
I don't know why these guys even try that shit, man.
You really can act, you little bitch.
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Yep. That's what it's like around here. Huh? That's what it's like around here. You don't understand?
To this day.
For anybody who don't realize, Any questions? Any questions?
Rock a ball, baby.
They're supposed to be loud. Bumpy. They're supposed to be loud. When you send in messages, you want to make sure that you're clear. I'm in here talking about boxing. And someone comes in and makes a remark like that.
Nigga, next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, here.
I just want to know, am I coming across clear? Because if I'm not, then I got more work to do. You might ask, who am I addressing? They know who I'm addressing.
Pussy, 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 puss, puss, pussy.
Yeah. You see how my show has to get sidetracked because of the bullshit? One thing you got to understand, when you come around these parts, man,
This is Sparta! Time they put some respect on my name in the boxing world, and I'm gonna stand up for who I am, and I'm gonna stand up for what I represent.
you see? You think I don't be prepared? And there's only one explanation that you could come around and want to hang around and do stupid stuff like that.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
It don't make sense. It really don't. Because we were going along nice. So you mean out of 80-something people watching, there's a select portion of you like that? Well, let me help you out.
Get the fuck out of here.
I ain't that damn hard up for subs or supporters. I don't give a damn if it's 2 people in here watching me and one happens to be 6 years old. Huh? You understand?
Get the fuck out of here.
And if you're offended,
Well, you suck it! Suck it, nigga!
yeah. Get my views up. And if you want to go chit-chatting and running off with your friends and everything, guess what?
I don't fucking care.
Huh? You said what?
I don't fucking care.
What? Come again?
I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Salute to my man, Focus Ball, man. We gotta pay some bills.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a focus ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a focus ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a focus ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a focus ball. When you train with the focus ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the focus ball now.
Yeah. Salute to my man, Healer, the teacher. That's what's up. Also, salute to Sheena out there in that super chat. I appreciate you, Sheena. She says, I appreciate you, Stormy B, man. That's what's up. I really appreciate that. And salute to Shower out there in that Cash App. Thank you so much, Queen. Appreciate that. You see, contrary to what some people believe, we still can conduct business and take care of one another and support one another the proper way, huh? But there's always some folks who like to show their ass. So when they do that, politely oblige them and kick them in it, huh? That's the Stormy B man way. Yeah. See, some people run their channel a certain kind of way, and I understand that. But my wrenches here have permission on site to end them. Huh? In them. Sometimes there might be friendly fire, but not really. When you're practiced with your weapons and you become a special task force, friendly fire lessens and lessens after that. In fact, you'll be happily to pull your weapon and do what you got to do. Bust their head to the white meat and don't call 911. Let them bleed out. Yeah. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to remind people that there is Stormy B Man merchandise out there. Since we got all these folks watching, you want to be so close to me and you want to come out there, huh? Talking about what you love. Love on some of this damn merchandise, huh? Get you some. We got hats. We got coffee mugs. We got tees, hoodies, huh? Backpacks. Yeah. In variety of colors. Yeah. If you got PayPal, it's real easy to order up. Credit card is accepted. We got nice plus sizes for the big bros and sis. And the caps are adjustable. For those of you who got that extra large cranium that wrecked your mom when you was born, you know what I'm saying? So just know the merchandise is good. It's all good. Yeah. Get yourself some. Salute to William out there. I see you out there in that super chat, William. Appreciate you, brother. William Old School. Appreciate your donation, bro. Shower, Bumpy, Sheena, what y'all laughing at? Me talking about them wrecking their moms when they was born with them big ass craniums? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But them Stormy B man those caps are nice. They come in very nice colors too. If you go to that page on the website, you can click on the little circle. It shows the different colors. Yeah. They're nice. BFTV got the hat and the tee. The tees come in some nice colors. The hats come in nice colors. The hoodies, the rain jackets. And Shower says, I was cussing and threatening the nurses. Yeah. Women are something else, man. Be able to do that. I ain't gonna front on it. I'm like, man. Shoot. Yeah, William, when your grandson be around, boy, he be giving you the business, don't he? But I understand, man. They could, you know, be a handful. Shawa, you say you don't see backpacks. You have to. There is a way to, you know, you change the page and you can scroll down and look at the backpacks. They there. They are there. We got backpacks. It's two types of backpacks. Two different colors. Then we got the shirts, the t-shirts, the hoodies, and then we also have the rain jackets and the hats. But I'm going to get ready to get on out of here, guys. It's getting late. Got to get up and do the call in the morning. So I will probably talk about the Montana fight on the call in. Might even do a video on it. But I appreciate those who are the real supporters out here. You know, you guys keep it going and make it worth the while. So, you know, just wanted to say that. I'm just reading y'all comments, boy. Yeah, that's something else there. But y'all have a good one. Have a good night. Enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, William, no problem. Thanks for being here with me. For each and every one of you guys, appreciate you all. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And we gone.
gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.